My name's Sam Tatam. I'm Behavioural Strategy Director at Ogilvy. My favourite food is probably Thai food. I think I could probably have Thai food breakfast, lunch and dinner. We're lucky to explore how we apply behavioural science in lots of different disciplines. So traditionally we've evolved to look at marketing and communications, but a lot of our work now is creatively applying behavioural science to a range of different business challenges, whether that's looking at unconscious bias in recruitment, selection and promotion decisions, whether that's looking at behavioural-based safety, helping people to come home safely every day and how we can ask different questions in those contexts. Call centres and sort of call centre optimisation and script work, and then sort of when we get down into communications, experience design, really lovely opportunities that feel fit for behavioural science. So I used an analogy today about Jimi Hendrix playing the Star Spangled Banner at Woodstock, which was a performance that he spliced with amplifier feedback, sort of inspired by the natural world around him, the Vietnam War. So planes flying overhead and bombs dropping. I sort of use that analogy to encourage practitioners and ourselves to recognise that behavioural science isn't necessarily new. What's new is the codification of better understanding what might have worked in the past and what can work in the future. And if we understand this, then we can see that there's lots of organic, natural, wild interpretations of behavioural science that can inspire great solutions. That's really sort of the premise. Yeah, I think that's a lovely analogy, and we use the same. I mean, there's some powerful building blocks that we should all understand, but I think sometimes the colour and the power is in the nuance, and is when, I mean, certainly as Ogilvy is a really sort of a creative business, it's about bringing two things that otherwise wouldn't have met together, and that comes in disruption and jazz. So our ambition is to see how we can use these foundational sort of blocks of understanding how people act, think and decide, and converting that into something novel and powerful. One of the biggest challenges across the discipline is about sort of replication, and a lot of sort of foundational pieces of research are in Western universities, whether or not they're necessarily representative of the broader planet. So I think there's lots of conversation and exploration as to how much we can back a piece of foundational science. I think for us, we see this as a real opportunity. Replication is only a problem if you want to replicate. And again, in Ogilvy, we're in the business of creating something new. So what behavioural science gives us is a fresh palette of provocations to ask our teams to come up with impactful ideas. So I think replication is a genuine concern, and I think that's not to say that we can't continue to define and discount parts of the literature that don't hold up to robust interrogation. But for us, it's a good excuse to ask a difficult question to come up with an idea we wouldn't have otherwise.